bring in two forwards to lead the strike force because he obviously knows that goals count tonight, and a win would obviously be the ideal scenario. Jorge Costa, the Portuguese coach and tactician at the helm of this Gabonese side, got off to a great start, this first win in the competition before going down 1-0 to Congo. And Esteban Becker, the Argentine, without an excellent CV or great giant clubs to brag about regarding his coaching career, but he has done some great things in Equatorial Guinea, leading the women's national team before taking over just a month ago. Time has been of the essence for Becker because he hasn't had masses of moments with his team, but they've got great talents, they really do. This man here played a great game in the last match against Burkina Faso, Osono, and he'll be talismanic once again for Equatorial Guinea. Well, the fans think so anyway. Equatorial Guinea playing in red from left to right, Gabon playing in their usual blue and yellow. Game on, let's see how things prevail in the next 90 minutes. Let's see if Equatorial Guinea can play as a unit. They've got lots of individual players, individual skill. And Equele with a big challenge there on Bozio. He's holding his head and his nose, but the Cardiff City defender clambering all over Bozio. He plays for Olympic Chavivo in Spain, and they get a free kick. And it's Javier Balboa who will be teeing this one up. Sono comes up. There are a number of players looking for a bit of movement. Well, it's been headed away by Aubameyang, back to Balboa, and finally cleared by the left back Obiang, and headed back to the goalkeeper Ovono, Felipe Ovono. He plays his football. He's based in Mongomo, one of the host cities, one of the 4 host cities for this competition. 21 years of age, a youngster indeed, and his 9th match. And Sue Bozio just running up against the other Ovono, which of course is the Gabonese goalkeeper. And he plays in Belgium for Ostend. The noise, well, it's just at quite a high level, I can tell you that. Decibels, well, I think it's off the Richter scale as far as tremors are concerned. There's no doubt about that. The stadium is vibrant, it's moving, and it's going to be like that for another 88 minutes. Sono fully bringing the ball back to his central defender Evi, but his high ball over the top, comfortably controlled by Ovono, the Gabon captain. There's Becker, born in 1964, 50 years of age. Coached Quilmes, Ciempozuelos, and played for Quilmes, in fact. Started off for Independiente in Argentina. He was the technical director as well for the men's team for the last 2 years, and promoted to head coach only 3 weeks ago. So throw in for Gabon, deep in Equatorial Guinea territory. And there's a very, very hard foul on Bulot Waga. Goes down, slapping the ground. There's a bit of pain there. And a little apology from Sipo. Yeah, studs on the top of the foot, and looked quite painful. A little bit late. It's Douala, in fact. And a free kick for Gabon. Waga. Very interesting player. Very skillful player. So, the resulting free kick. Ekwele's come up, even the defender up in Dangoye. Making moves, making paths into the penalty areas. Not badly taken, headed away by Sono. And Nsue rises for the challenge as well. But that's going to be a free kick for the challenge on Nsue by Waga. And the danger has had the sting taken out of it on that occasion. Free kick taken by Avono over the top, trying to pick out Boiso. Boiso slightly bigger in frame than Nsue, and that will come in handy for Nsue because he can just follow the high balls that he gets up and connects with. Use Boiso to flick the ball on into his path. Nsue really is a danger at the front, but when he's on his own, it's a little bit difficult for him to try and do the damage. They win another free kick on the other side of the pitch, halfway into this Gabonese half. It's a big chap indeed coming up against up in Dangoye. Another free kick. This time Balboa. Plays his football in Portugal for Estoril. He's one of the older players, 29, and that's nicely taken. But I think Nsue can't challenge Avono, and Avono with safe hands on that occasion. It's a quick charge. It's a wonderful opportunity, but we're going to go back to Avono's clearance because he came out of his penalty area, and that's going to be a foul for Equatorial Guinea. A little bit of a clash verbally between the defenders, some of the players back there, between the two teams, but the decision was made, and George Acosta is talking to the officials. He's livid. I'd like to see the replay of that if we can, because I think that let's see if he that's a strange decision. He dropped the ball before he actually came out of the penalty area. So I think they might have got that wrong. He didn't handle the ball outside of the penalty area. There's no way that we saw that. But the referee from the Côte d'Ivoire, Mr. Désiré Doué Nomendiez, has decided on giving Equatorial Guinea a free kick. So look at that again. Strange decision indeed. Javier Balboa then tees himself up with what could be a great scoring opportunity for Equatorial Guinea. They need goals, they need to win this one. There's no way they can avoid anything else but victory if they want to go through to the quarterfinals. The referee's sprayed his line in front of the Gabonese wall. 4 players, 5 players in the line, with Kike Bula there as well. And it's not a good effort from Balboa, flying over the crossbar. Needs to get it on target if we're going to try and get those goals. The 29-year-old Estoril player, that was poor. That was poorly struck. And Becker watches on. Goal kick for Gabon. That's a great header in the middle from Douala, and clearance has been made really at the back. Tidied up by Apindangoya. This is football for Monana. And here, just pushing it a little bit too far away from his feet. Oh, that's the ball pass from Nsue. Goes in for the challenge, tries to win the ball. And it's hoofed away, but only as far as Asono. And Asono's cross over the top to try and pick out Bozio wasn't good. Very fierce challenge from Nsue. Yeah, that's going to be obstruction. Nsue goes down again. He's in the thick of it. I think he's been probably told by Becker, his coach, he's got to step up his game. And I think with Bozio alongside of him up front, it will most definitely inject a little bit more venom into this Equatorial Guinea attacking line. And he also come back and maybe allow Bozio, the youngster, just to stay up front. And he can hold the ball up extremely well, which is exactly what you want if you've got a two-pronged attack. The resulting free kick over the top. It's not bad at all. The header comes in. Oh, it's just got past a couple of the Gabonese players, but I'm afraid and a good challenge over the far side, throwing for the hosts. The challenge was put in there by Palun. And up in Dangoya does well to get rid of that under the pressure from the ever-present Nsue. Gabon looking to rebuild. There's a good opportunity down that right side. And the ball comes across to this side now as Mandinda just spreading the ball out. Cross comes in. It's not a bad effort, but I'm afraid that the big central defender is very much in control of that at the back. Rui doing the business with a very solid clearance. And not a great attempt to fire the ball upfield from Palun. It's good play. Ivuna unable to do anything with that, and it just ball bobbles back into the path of Ovono, the Mongomo man. Up in Nengoya. Outside of him, he's got Palun. Another player based in France, 26 years of age, playing his football for Nice. The 26th cap as well. Ball pass, throw in for Equatorial Guinea. That's a good header that was from Bozio into the path of Nsue, but he was just dispossessed very easily there in the midfield. And Kike Bula, I'm afraid Bula not able to do anything with that. Bula Wagga pushed off the ball. Those two players are creators. They're really explosive players, wonderful skills, excellent set of skills, both of them. Good quality foot control, and also they are incessant when it comes to running forward and trying to get themselves into space. Here's Bozio waiting for a bit of sport, the big man. It's not a bad pass forward, and Sue's trying to latch onto that, but I'm afraid it was marshalled by the central defender Ekwele, and the goalkeeper Bono collects. They're always trying to launch a quick counter-attacking ball upfield. Bozio with the thumbs up. He waited, and that's what I like about these young players. They've got to show a bit more maturity, and that's exactly what they did. Apindingoya was the man who actually covered and prevented Nsue from getting his feet in the way and getting in between him and the goalkeeper. Nsue with another little flick on. Bozio chasing down the Panthers' back line. Obiang. Another player in France, Châteauroux, second division in France, so he's well, 4 of the defenders are actually based in France. A good ball out to Bulawaga. Bulawaga tries to get his cross in. There's a nice interception, but Bulawaga collects again. Maybe a change of flanks because there's plenty of space on the other side. Nice little touch. That was great play. Now they've got a bit of space down his left side if they can get the ball across. There's a shot comes in. Oh, Pierre Aubameyang is in offside position, I'm afraid. And despite the fact that they couldn't even get the ball in the back of the net, they were flagged for offside. It was Obiang who came through. I don't know if he really wanted that. Aubameyang couldn't really latch onto that and get a shot in. It's a very strange effort from the Borussia Dortmund frontman. In any case, 15 minutes in, no goals here in Bata. But 15 minutes of entertainment. Oh, it's nicely done. That is beautiful. Oh, that's a major foul. That's surely going to be a yellow card. And we talked about the danger of this man, Kike Bula. He was off. He was off on a run there, wasn't he? Tried to get the ball away, dragged down, and he might pick up a yellow card for that, Obiang. And there it is. First yellow card of the game, and it goes to Obiang, Johan Obiang. He will miss the next match, as you can see. Picked up another yellow card. So it's already a little headache here for Jorge Costa. He played 50 matches for Portugal in defence. Slightly delayed Kike Bula's collapsing down onto the grass. But there was contact. Now, Balboa will be looking to try and pick up. Watch out for Bozio. Bozio's going for a run. They headed over the top, but there's it's just bobbled into no man's land. It's going to be a corner though for Equatorial Guinea, and they're looking out, and they're looking to try and make paths through this Gabonese defence in the first 60 minutes of the match. Bozio being heavily marked there by Aquile in the corner. Let's see what Nsue and Co can do. Balboa takes it over on that far side. Fires in the high ball. It's not bad at all. Straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. No one went to meet it. So Avono without any issues from that set piece and throws the ball out down this left side. Bulawaga using Obiang. Little chip over the top. And it's good play, but I'm afraid that he couldn't pick out his teammate, Ovuna. Marshalled quite comfortably there by Apindangoya. Here they go again. That's a wonderful through ball to Balboa. Can he get the cross? And that's excellent. Can he get the shot in Bozio? It's intercepted and just cleared by about half a metre. Bozio got himself into a great position, but Aquile, well, that was outstanding. Look at the way that he ran back and managed to get there first. All he needed to do was just tap the ball away, make contact to get rid of it, because Bozio was there and he was waiting to latch onto that and test Avono. Another corner. The hosts playing well so far. Madinda. Oh, it's Balboa who will take the corner, and that will go off for another corner. Bulawaga clearing the danger. Balboa again, down this right side. They're enjoying this. And a couple of nice little slick passes. Oh, that's wonderful play from Aubameyang. And a pull of the shirt by Randy Ayanga, and that's going to be a yellow card for him. There's so much at stake that They're just not allowing their players to get away from them when they're actually trying to move, shirt pulling. They'll do whatever they can. I think we've seen that when Aubameyang gets away and starts to crank his motor into gear. I'm afraid it's difficult to catch. So the yellow card was he paid the price for the yellow card. Second yellow in the first 20. Oh, there was a hard challenge in the back of the head of Bozio. Bozio goes down, but there's no reaction from the referee. He doesn't even bat an eyelid. Good play from Gabón and a good use of Bulo Waga down his left side. He's going to try and get his cross in. That's a wonderful, look at that! What a great save! That save was out of this world. Incredible. And Aubameyang was just steering that into the corner. Look at the way that he ran in. It was well directed, but it was directly at the goalkeeper, Ovono, so he didn't have to do much. It was a bullet header, and he just fumbles it, and it just bubbles past the left post. First great opportunity for Gabón. Bulo Waga with the corner. There's the header at the far post, but it's not very meticulously taken. And that's going to be a throw-in. Bozio coming back to defend. They're all coming back. They're all putting in their day's shift time. Look at that again. Well, that was the moment. I think it was, well, it was Kanga who just picked out Obiang. Oh. Loss of the ball from Douala is taken quickly, and it's going to be another corner. Ivui was the man who cleared the lines on that occasion. It's taken quickly, and Isono with the header right in the middle. But the Gabon players, they're all inside the Equatorial Guinea half. And that's a great opportunity. Aubameyang just down his right side trying to get across, and it was just blocked by Sippo, I think it was. Sorry, yeah, it was Sippo. And it's going to be another corner, but this time down on the far side of the pitch. Frenetic stuff here in the Estadio de Bata. Bulo Waga's over there, and also Madinda. How many Gabonese players are in the penalty area? They know that goals need to come. The corner comes in, and that's a good, solid header from Isono. Needs to get the ball out to his front men. Oh, there's an Isui. He just brought his foot up. His foot was quite high as he tried to flick the ball past. I think it was, of course, that man there, Palin. Well, there's no yellow cards in that situation because his foot was up. It was actually Palin who stooped down to try and head the ball. Very brave. Taken quickly by Ikwele. Bringing the ball out to the right-hand side there where Pandangoya is gets the ball to Aubameyang. Aubameyang just collecting it again. And there's a good cross coming in. It wasn't that good, in fact. It was just cleared quite comfortably by Ivui. And that's going nowhere. Got apart from a goal kick. George Acosta, little thumber. To be quite happy how things are panning out for his Panthers tonight. They really are. Laying on the pressure on the Gabon defence. Look at that header. Well, anywhere else than there, and it would have gone in. It was one of those powerful power headers that just was being steered into the goal. It looks so easy as he latched onto it. Great run there from the Borussia Dortmund player. But for Felipe Ovono, he was very much in the right position at the right time. It's a handball, and it's going to be a free kick for Equatorial Guinea. Just gone past the halfway mark of the first half. No goals yet here in Bata, but plenty of drama. And this man Bozio is he's offering a different kind of a attack for Esteban Becker. He gets up really well there. His flick wasn't good for Nsue, straight back into the hands of Ovono, Didier. And they start again down this left side. Good skills from Kanga, who came on as a substitute in that last match for against the Congo in the second half. Aubameyang. It's good play. Isono slipping the ball back to Sipo. Good use of the players who are in space. And Isono once again. Out to Kikibula. Kikibo, he just can't thread the ball through. Not a good attempt. Sharp challenge from Isono. They win back the ball deep into Gabonese territory. Nsue's going to get his crossing. Can he get his crossing? Oh, it's blocked very firmly in the middle. And just as well, Equele's there. He's doing some sterling defensive play at the moment. And Nsue picks it up. And they managed to keep the ball in play and get rid of the danger. 25 minutes gone. Of course, the other Group A clash taking place in Abidjan between Congo and Burkina Faso. Free kick going against Equatorial Guinea. Randy Yanga was responsible for that. He's already picked up a yellow. He needs to be quite careful. Like the way that Kanga protects the ball, uses his body to just shield his opponents from getting away anywhere near the ball. And they have to bring him down finally. And the free kick taken, but that's not a well-taken effort. Danger not very well cleared either. And Gabon on the attack again. Sipo. And that's good play from Sipo, but I'm afraid Poco managed to keep it in, and they win the throw-in. Can they get the... well, that was just pushed a little bit too far away from him. Kulotwaga not able to get the crossover, and the danger has been extinguished. Back down deep into the Equatorial Guinea defence. Jorge Costa calling over Aubameyang, asking him to come out wide. He's got acres of space. Remember the first match where he came out wide and he was just collecting the ball. He was skinning his opposite man. But now we're at the other end with Kike Bula. Kike Bula going down towards the byline. Can he get his cross in? He gets his cross in, but it's cut out once again. Another direct pass into the path of one of those big defenders that belong to this Panthers side, who are pouncing on absolutely everything. Bulawaga on the right-hand side, looking for a bit of support. Decides to pull it back to his teammates. He's come up to help him, Palun. Bulawaga looking for the 1-2, the 1-2. Bulawaga with a shot, that's a fantastic save from Avono. Point blank again, though. They still have the ball. The pressure has not gone just yet, but there's an offside flag that's gone up. Wonderful 1-2, wonderful 1-2 indeed. And Didier Avono, Felipe Avono is just, it was a first-time shot, and Isono couldn't get in between him and his goalkeeper, allowing Bulawaga to produce that fine direct shot. It's just not good enough to beat the Mongomo #1. Throw in for Equatorial Guinea. Emilio Nsue. And Ikwele's back to cover quite easy. Marshall there. Obiang collects. High ball over the top. They're looking for the flick. That was handball, I think, but it's going to be a throw-in, one of the two. If we curtailing that attempt to move forward swiftly, something that they've really set their sights on, the quick counter-attack. And there it was from Ivry. Well, Gabon have had the majority of the possession in the first half. They're still looking to try and prize apart this red defensive line. Oh, an excellent clearance there, very well timed. And didn't Sipo throwing himself into the tackle, using his brain and his brawn as well. Frederic Wagabulo, the 24-year-old playing for Charlton Athletic, the second division in the Championship in England. It's only his third match. And Aubameyang wins the throw-in, unable to get his crossover into the penalty area. Uluwaga. And that's going to be another throw-in. This time it's for Equatorial Guinea. Obiang claiming that it was for his team, not the case. Uluwaga has he's been the busiest player for this Gabon side. Run 3.7 kilometers already. Well, out of both teams, in fact. But Gabon are just collecting the ball quite comfortably at the back. They need to be more meticulous and specific with their passes. That's a good through ball. Aubameyang looking for a bit of space, finds a bit of space, gets a great crossing, and I'm afraid that it wasn't met very well by Bulawaga, who just maybe timed his run a little bit too late, and it's collected, and the pass going to Nsue. Nsue just lets it go past him, and just behind him Ikwele is doing a great job. He's like a security officer at Fort Knox. Free kick just inside of the Equatorial Guinea half, and another chance for Gabon to build and spray the goalkeeper with a shot. That's a long-range effort, but it's very poor and it's very wild out to the left-hand side there. Struck by Avuna. He's already got a goal to his name, having hit the back of the net against Burkina Faso, match day 1. Four shots to 1 in favour of Gabon. We'll want a few more of those. Bozio penalised by the referee for that challenge, and Ikwele with an easy pass, just using the back line, waiting for Aubameyang to come back maybe and just collect. Ulawaga dispossessed on this left side. And it's going to be taken quickly there by Obiang. Pozio, little flick, tries to run onto it. He's under, there's a bit of pressure, but he's riled by the linesman and the referee's decision as he brought down Ikwele. Ikwele is proving to be one top quality defender for Gabon during their campaign here. It's not just about defence though, you need to score the goals, and it's going to be important for Gabon to, if they can finish this group at the top, take a win this evening, that will leave them, let's see them finish possibly top of the table. Who knows, maybe it'll be Congo. They've won one and drawn one. As I said before the game started, permutations are there are lots of permutations indeed, and anything is possible. Cross came in there and by Obiang, smothered safely by Ovono. High ball over the top, and that's just completely easily tidied up there by Epenengoya. And then on the attack, Gabon down this left side. Another run from Avuna. Gabon ranked 62 in the current FIFA ranking. And Prince Oniange's goal for Congo was only the 5th goal Gabon have conceded in their last 9 AFCON group games. It's an interesting fact, this one. Gabon have never won on a Sunday the African Cup of Nations. They've drawn 3 and lost 1. They did dominate play against Congo. This is Nsui, he's an onside position. Oh, that should have gone for goal. And he tried to pick out Bozio. He's unselfish, but sometimes you just got to go and do it yourself. And I think, well, he knew that the Gabonese defenders were charging back, but he'd beaten the offside trap. Maybe should have just gone himself. Unselfish play. Should have drilled in an effort. And that's a corner that's been won by Bozio. Despite claims that it was a goal kick by Palun. Corner for the hosts. And that's a poorly struck corner that's just headed away at the front post. Up in Dangoya. Randy Ayanga finds Bozio. That's a great shot. Oh, he just chested it down on the turn, but he couldn't keep it down. Flies over the crossbar. A stinging effort there, but unfortunately it wasn't good enough to test Obono and find the back of the net. But it just goes to show that this big man is dangerous indeed. And it's a different kind of attack that Esteban Becker has actually implemented into this Equatorial Guinea side, and it seems to be working quite well at the moment. They want a few more shots on goal, but just having those two players linking up rather than just having Nsui, who's up against it, because a lot of these defenders like Ikwele, they've got great acceleration, great speed, and he's having a few problems, and he would have been in difficulty if he'd have been on his own. But because he's got that youngster alongside him, it just changes the game plan. The strategy and tactical game is different. Even Edu there, with the Quiff, who looks like he's about 14, is in fact 18, but what a great talent he is. It's like a baby-faced assassin Just like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was named when he was playing for Manchester United. Going on to score that winner against Bayern Munich back in 1999. Incredible scenario indeed. Even Edu, well, he hasn't climbed to the same heights, but he's still very young and he's still got a lot of great football ahead of him. Wonderful skills and excellent talent. Equatorial Guinea bring the ball out wide. Kike Bula, he's got a man behind him, he needs to be a bit careful. There's Aubameyang, the shot comes in and it's skied over onto the running track, and Kike Bula was just trying to tee up his teammate. There's another player that's gone down, and is it Madinda? Sorry, Poco's they've gone down. Well, there's Kike Bula. And Sipo with the shot. Doesn't make great contact with that. Just lashing at the ball and not able to hit the target. I don't think we've had a shot on target so far for Equatorial Guinea anyway. But two clear-cut chances for Gabon. The header from Aubameyang and also a great shot down that right side. Also from Aubameyang. And there he is, the captain. Ball's cleared quite easily by Randy Yanga. So it's a V. Just a few more minutes left in this first half. No goals scored as yet. 2 yellow cards and a couple of golden opportunities for the Panthers. Equatorial Guinea haven't got themselves in a position where they really can test the goalkeeper Ovono and Sui. Nice play to Kike Bula, just allowing the ball to go just a little bit too far away from him. That's excellent play there in the middle. And that's a good pass over to the right hand side. Kike Bula looking for a bit of support. And that's going to be a corner. He's got a little touch to it, didn't he, Aquele? So another corner. I think that in the stats department we'll know that Equatorial Guinea will have more corners than their opponents, but they need shots on target. This is an opportunity, and it's going to be fired in by Javier Balboa. Oh, it's another poorly taken corner. %, to 42 in the possession department in Gabon's favour. It's not very surprising. They're keeping hold of the ball better than their hosts. But it doesn't mean that they're automatic goals. It's a great opportunity, but the flag went up, and it was nicely lofted behind the Equatorial Guinea defence. Control was good as well, but look, there was just a little slip up as he tried to snap off the back line there. Alex Palin. The National Thunder, or the Zalang Nacional, lying 118th in the FIFA ranking, making the lowest ranked nation in this competition. It's the last minute of the first half. desperate for goals we are. Gabón just losing the ball. Insui, nice little 1-2. Bringing out Xavier Balboa. Balboa squares the ball into the path of Insui. Insui's got a Kike Bula outside of him to the right, but the Gabonese players are getting back into a different defensive positions. And that's a lunge from Isono to get the ball back to his teammate Randy Ayanga, but it's going to be a throw-in, I think, well, it is for Equatorial Guinea. It took a slight deflection of a Gabonese player. Bozio. And Kike Bula. And that's going to be a throw-in. He does well, Kike Bula. 45 minutes are up. Only got about 2 minutes, or maybe just a minute of added time. It's been a fast-flowing encounter here in Bata. Fans still waiting with bated breath for the first goal of the night. Well, there's the half-time whistle. No added time indeed. No injuries, no harsh tackles. And now it's all about the mind games. This is where the tackle of this match will go through. There's no doubt about that. But there's also the match taking place in Ebibien at the same time. Goalless after 45 minutes between Congo and Burkina Faso. And Congo have 4 points. That will give them 5, and that will enable them to qualify for the quarterfinals. And if they win the group, then they will return here to Bata, where they'll be in their next game against the runners-up in Group B. So all of the players back out on the pitch. And the referee from the Côte d'Ivoire, Monsieur Noumandier, gets the game going with Aubameyang going on a wily run himself from down that left side. See what he can do. There's a harsh challenge, and it's going to be a free kick. Ivuna goes down, and already Gabon are trying to unlock the Equatorial Guinea defence. That was the challenge. And Aubameyang is standing on it. Is he going to unleash a strong shot to try and take Vono in the host goal? The defenders are coming up into the penalty area. Kwele up in Dingoya, the centre-backs. Aubameyang just telling them to move around a little bit. I think he's going to try and curl it around Ikwele by the looks of it. Aubameyang with the free kick. There it is. It's gone in. It's not bad. Oh, it's just pushed over the crossbar there by Vono. And a good effort there from the Borussia Dortmund frontman. A stinging effort indeed. See how the ball, just the trajectory of the ball, it just speeded up as it went towards Vono. Kind of stabbed it. And Aubameyang with the resulting corner. Sorry, it's Urawaga. And the volley is pumped high over the crossbar by Kanga. And the danger has been extinguished quite swiftly there. Javier Balboa, a player that needs to get himself a bit more involved in this match for Equatorial Guinea. Boisio. And Balboa unable to keep the ball in play. It's going to be a throw-in for Gabon. Gabon spreading the ball out wide to Aubameyang. Now left side, look at the way he goes. That is just great acceleration. It's a wonderful challenge, and that's going to be a throw-in for Gabon. Skips past two players, but only as far as Ivry. For Pulawaga, and cross over the penalty area into the corner, but it's only gone as far as Alex Palin. Bullied off the ball. It's going to be a throw-in again for Gabon here down this right side. Pulawaga. There's a flick, that's a nice touch, that's going to be a free kick. There's no doubt about that. A bit of shirt pulling there. Osono, the man at fault, and he picks up a yellow for that. It's not the first time he's grabbed the shirt over one of his opponents. Plays in China for Yichun Rangers, 34 years of age, 17th match for Equatorial Guinea. And now they are observing, trying to work out how they can get this free kick going in. The second free kick in the space of 5 minutes for Gabon. Aubameyang wants to test of honour again. Watched on by George Acosta and his Portuguese delegation there in the dugouts. Pulawaga is also there. Pulawaga to take it. There it goes. Oh, it's not bad. It's a wonderful save. It's a miracle save that was from Avono in the corner. And again, he pulls off an outstanding stop to prevent Gabon from taking the lead. That was going in. It was dipping beautifully. Excellent, excellent free kick from Pulawaga. Both him and Aubameyang now denied by Avono. Avono's had 4 stops so far to talk about. And he collects that with those very safe hands to prevent any more danger coming from the Panthers of Gabon, the neighbours of this host nation. More possession, bundled off the ball. The home fan's not happy with that. You could just see Kanga just fell to the ground. Wasn't really pushed. And they launched an attack down this left side. Obiang gets the cross in. Ooh, the control was poor. And Sipo kicks away the ball for another throw in as Gabon remain camped in this Equatorial Guinea half. Persisted there, Alex Palin. Battled back to win the ball. Good play from Sipo. And the through ball to Bozio is just not good enough. Clap of the hands because the idea was good, but you need to be more precise. Sono at fault there, throwing to Gabon, creeping back into their own half. But that surely won't last too long. There's Palin slipping the ball into the path of Poco. Losing the ball, Sono now. Javier Balboa. Oh, just a little cheeky dummy. And it's a 1-2, look at that! Oh, it's going to be a penalty! It's guaranteed to be a penalty! The referee has no doubt about that! And finally, Javier Balboa starts to do something. They've got themselves a penalty. 53 in the 53rd minute. And it was just what we expect from the 29-year-old Javier Balboa. He went on a wily run, a nice little 1-2. And then he got brought down just as he was about to unleash an effort and test the goalkeeper Obono. Let's just have a look at that again. Does extremely well with Bozio. There was the challenge that came in from Alex Palun. He got past him, he was there, he was ready to get a shot in. That's a wonderful 1-2. The touch from Bozio was just outstanding. Bit of contact, I think, with the left leg, but Balboa wasn't going to say anything about that. Lloyd Palun gets a yellow card for that offence, and now the fans are up on their feet. The home fans. Equatorial Guinea is Balboa up against Didier Obono. Just remember, this goalkeeper has been pretty impressive. The Ostend-based goalkeeper for Gabon. Balboa, 29 years of age, has the hopes of a nation on his shoulders. Can he put the hosts ahead against Gabon? Balboa, in it goes! Equatorial Guinea have taken the lead. Esmond Becker and all of the subs bench are going absolutely crazy. An extraordinary turn of events here in Bata. And the fans, well, I just can't explain what kind of noise they're making. You can probably hear it back home, watching it on TV, but it's extraordinary. Balboa, he's been a sleeping giant in the first half. He finally decides to wake up, and look what the man conjures up. A wonderful wily run. The contact was made, the penalty was there, and he nails it past Obono. And the hosts are ahead. Very well struck penalty as well, into the corner. And Obono couldn't do anything about that, just out of his reach. He'd already made the dive, he'd already committed himself to that corner, which was already good stuff. But look at the joy and the celebrations taking place. And all of the home fans are really, really jumping with joy, slamming their feet on the ground to make all of these rafters shudder. And there is a game on now for Gabon and Equatorial Guinea. Now that lead could potentially, a win would take them through, there's no doubt about it. Whether or not they would win Group A depends on the result between Congo and Burkina Faso. It's their only shot on goal, and they've managed to put it into the back of their Bozio with another chance. Oh, it's a great save. And Obono, just at his front post, manages to smother the danger. That was an excellent through ball to the big lad of 22 years of age, the player for Olympics, Avivo. But he didn't really find the corner, and he hit it directly at Obono. And that's woken up the Panthers, who'll be looking to try and equalise. Can we get a goal in? Oh, that's taken a deflection, and it's just gone over the crossbar. Corner for Gabon. Well, the hosts need to be very, very vigilant here, because they can't get too excited about their 55th minute lead, because Gabon have a lethal strike force, and they get the corner coming in. It's cleared at the front post by Bozio. It's going to be a throw-in. Complacency is a key word now for Equatorial Guinea. They need to really stick to their guns and try and keep themselves focused on the task at hand. And it's a massive one as well. 40 minutes up against the Giants, 35 minutes up against the Giants of Gabon, and that's not going to be easy. We've seen so many goals going in. Well, so many goals, I wouldn't go that far because I don't want to exaggerate, but goals going in the final few minutes, just when they've taken their finger off the pulse of the game. And it's happened a few times. Gabon on the attack. Aubameyang gets the cross in. Oh, there's a great chance. He's hit it over the bar. And Waga had an open goal there, but he couldn't get his knee over it and slam it into the back of the net to cancel out that penalty. And they survive for another few moments. Equatorial Guinea. Abono, the goalkeeper, goes down. Georgia Costa is looking rather pensive, quite annoyed that didn't find the back of the net. Waga, it's his third golden opportunity. Let's have a look at it again. He comes in at the far post, gets in front of his marker. Poor marking, in fact, from Sipo, who's left alone. He just let him come through. And he was just lunging at the ball, and he couldn't get a low shot in, unlike that wonderful goal from Bakary Sacco for Mali on Saturday. Let's have a look at that again. Finally. There it was. There was a bit of contact, not much, but enough for Balboa to go down. He doesn't show about the fact that he got clipped, but he gets back up and realizes that the referee has given him a penalty. He nails his penalty, and that is one happy man. And you can't blame him, because he hasn't really been in the game, has he? Well, that'll give Esteban Becker a good reason to keep him on the pitch. Kike Pula, with a couple of words from his Argentine tactician. They need to be very aware now, very careful. Gabon are dangerous. Very dangerous. Of course, Gabon, if they lose this game, they will definitely go out. A draw, and depending on the result of the other game in Ebibien, could allow them to go through. So they are desperate now for an equaliser. 30 minutes remaining here in the Estadio de Bata. And Equatorial Guinea are trying to put plenty of pressure on this Gabonese side, but they need to defend, and they need to be very meticulous in defence. The marking has got to be straight out of the top drawer, nothing less than solid and very and very direct. So Bono comes out, takes the ball at the far post of Aubameyang, watches him collect. Well, that was the high ball, and he didn't even challenge for it, Aubameyang. Well, I can't believe they've only had one shot on goal, and that was the penalty, but they still managed to have the lead. That's going to be a throw-in for Equatorial Guinea, because he accidentally dropped the ball, and that passes as a foul throw. And Kike Bula will take it. It's incredible. The atmosphere is absolutely incredible. It's deafening, the sound. The fans who've got their horns, their whistles, their trumpets, they're dancing, they're smacking those inflatable hands together and jumping with joy. Everything that their team are doing now on the pitch is turning into an extraordinary festival for this home nation. Are just going incredibly mad. It's wonderful to see. And now Kike Bula picks up down this left side, slips the ball into the feet of Balboa. Balboa trying to get his cross, and he does indeed, but it's only gone as far as a Gabonese player who tries to pick out Aubameyang. It's collected over on that far side now by Obiang. Given away. You can't give balls like that away. You need to be careful with your passes. Here's Emilio Nsue. What a quiet first half, just like Javier Balboa. But one player capable of erupting like the volcano on Malibu Island. And Ivan Edu is the man who's going to come on. Of course he is. He's the youngster. He's the very sharp and talented skilled midfielder who's going to create all sorts of problems. And always a good chance for a shot, but I'm afraid that wasn't on target. It was kind of a cross shot from Kike Bula, but nothing comes from it, and it's a goal kick for Gabon. Well, if you like noisy stadiums and you like to go and watch football around the world, then head to Bata for the Equatorial Guinea home match against a team like Gabon or one of their neighbours, Cameroon. That was guaranteed to be a high-octane encounter. But there was no foul there. Player went down. It's gone back to a photo. He's taking his time in the penalty area and collects it. The fans are just cheering for absolutely anything that goes their team's way. 64 minutes gone. Boisio going up. He's chasing and putting pressure on the centre back, Apindangoya. That's what he needs to do. Tries to get in front of him, but the big man at the back doing enough to thwart the danger. The Munana-based player, only 22 years of age. Ivan Edu warming up on the side. I don't know who he's going to replace. I'm just trying to make a little bit of a guess. Is it going to be a... Well, they need to really score another goal, don't they? And that's gone out by Bulot Waga. Throw in for Equatorial Guinea. Sipo down in that corner. Well, my educational guess would be that Ivan Edu would come on for maybe Douala or Rui. I think maybe Douala. He likes to play on this on the right side, but you can switch sides with Kike Bula, of course. We'll see what Becker has in mind for him. Well, that's good play. Emilio Nsue. There's the pass back. It's not that good, though, to Kike Bula. And Ofono, well, he had to come out of his penalty area. Didn't pick it up. We were glad to see. Not that he was at fault for that first half incident when the host picked up a free kick. The referee claimed that he handled the ball outside, when in fact he didn't. It was Bulot Waga. Charlton Athletic man, high ball over the top, that's not bad. Ovono, safe hands, sends the fans into raptures. They want security from their man at the back, and he's been outstanding. 21 years of age, just a young whippersnapper, but he's been very good tonight, hasn't he? 4 very important saves to stop the Panthers from lunging towards the goal. As Bulot Waga tries to latch the ball through to Aubameyang. Might have been an offside position. And it's collected over on that far side there by Randy Ayanga. Bulot Waga. Oh, he just gets knocked down. Is that going to be a foul? Yes, it is. The referee says from Côte d'Ivoire, Monsieur Desiré Numendiaz. Ivan Edu, the fans absolutely love him. And off comes Kike Bula, in fact. Well, they are very similar players, there's no doubt about it. He's had a good game, hasn't he, Kike Bula? He's a workhorse, tireless, always snapping at the heels of his midfield opponents, ducking and diving and using the skills, the great close skills that he's got with his feet. So Ivan Edu comes on. Plays for Valencia Mestalla. And Equatorial Guinea launch an attack over towards Bozio. Good header there from Ikwele. And even Edu with his skills, look at him. Oh, wonderful protection of the ball. Look at that, they're loving it. Can he get a shot in? No, Emilia Insui gets the ball out wide. The cross from Balboa comes into the penalty area. There's no one there. And it's cleared by the man playing it right back, Alex Palin, Lloyd Palin. And a change for Gabon as well. And coming off is Poco, and on comes Ndong. Ibrahim Ndong plays for Sfaxien in Tunisia, 20 years of age. This is his 13th match for the Panthers of Gabon. And what an important match it is to come on and try and salvage something. Esteban Becker. Don't get dragged into the mind games of Gabon. Just remain cool-headed. Well, that's the body language coming from Esteban Becker. And even Edu, well, he gives as good as he gets. Strong play there from Apindangoya, but even Edu wins the throw-in. Good play from Sipo. Sipo against the cross. Excellent shot, and what a good save as well from Abono. Well, finally, we're getting shot number 2 for Equatorial Guinea. On target, I'm saying. And Xavier Balboa slips the ball back to Ianga, clears the danger to the feet of Bozio. Bozio's alone, tries to slip the ball past his the Gabon defender at the back there, Obiang, unable to latch onto it. And the through ball's not good. Ivan Edu, lovely touch from him. Gabon down that left side now with Aubameyang. Aubameyang cuts inside and just pick out Madinda. Isono, and they need to get back and do some right marking. Ball's managed to get free. They get the cross in, and still Gabon on the edge of the penalty area. It's good play there from Aubameyang as well. Oh, they've been now Bozio was in offside position, and there was a good opportunity for a counter-attack, but it didn't happen. Isono clears the danger. It's going to be a throw-in, just to cool things down a little bit. And Isono is making a couple of gestures to Becker. He was limping off at half-time to the changing rooms. I don't know what's wrong with him, what he's complaining about. They need to be careful with their marking. Gabon on the attack. It's a good pass out wide. And a good chance to get a decent crossing over on that left side there from Bulawaga. 1-0 it stands for Equatorial Guinea. Penalty from Javier Balboa. One of the veterans in this team. Only 20 now, on a veteran, but compared to some of the other players, that's a good cross that's coming in. Now another far post, though, to link up. And Felipe Ovono won't have any qualms about that. The Jogo is the man who's getting warmed up as well. That was the shot that came in. Well, they're difficult to smother those kind of shots. The ones that bounce off the ground, that are low, dangerous. But that was too close to the goalkeeper, Didier Ovono. And Gabon. Sipo, good cover from Sipo. That's excellent running there from Bulawaga to win that ball back. Aubameyang's just down this right side as well. And the cross comes in. That's a great opportunity for Gabon. But, well, someone had to go and cover. And that was a good clearance. Oh, the flag went up for the through ball there. Good thinking from Ndong. And once again, they thwart the danger. We have a change. And the Sono's coming off. And on comes the Jogo. And Jogo coming on. Plays for FC Santa Coloma in Romania. Well, Becker's got his tactics right. It's a good-looking team that he's got on the pitch now. It was from the start, but they were being peppered with wonderful attacking attempts from Gabon. But honestly, they've had 4 wonderful scoring opportunities, Gabon, and there's another cross that's coming over. And good communication at the back there between Randy Yango and Ovono. That's what they need. 15 minutes remaining. As it stands, Gabon will go out, and Equatorial Guinea will go through. That'd be incredible. And Rugombe is the next player to get called up to come on. I think Jogo's still waiting to come on as well, because the Sono's still on the pitch, in fact. Poor pass over the top. There's a Jogo, finally. He's going to come on. And Bosio comes off, in fact. That's what we were talking about. So Osono stays on, which makes sense because he's playing well. It's a different position as well, because Osono holding midfielder, whereas Jogo, well, he is another midfielder. So they're just going to put Emilio Nsue up front. Well played by Bosio. Noise levels still as high as they were before the match started. Probably even more so now that they've got that lead. Well, Becker might pull off one of the most amazing surprises of the competition. And there's a change as well, with Kaku coming on, Kanga coming off. And watch out for this. Is another opportunity. Ivan Edu gets the ball out wide. This is a great scoring opportunity. Can't believe it. Javier Balboa nearly got another one. Great save from Avono. But that through ball was just impeccable, incredible. Ivan Edu has come on, and that was a poor effort, really, if you think about it. It was a grass cutter straight at the body of Avono, and all he had to do was just lie down and clear the danger. But Balboa, was good communication with Ivan Edu. They read each other beautifully, and that's going to be an important partnership here for the hosts in the final 13.5 minutes. As the, well, foul on the substitute. Rugombe, a Leopards player, just clatters into Sipo. Romaric Rugombe, 16th match for Gabon, and a free kick in a dangerous position. You can just see all of those Gabonese players are on the edge and on the fringes of the penalty area, hungry to try and latch onto this free kick. Good defensive clearance. And Obiang. Well, they've got a good chance to get the ball deep up into Gabonese territory, but it's not good. Need to get the ball down. Well, that's excellent play. That's a good header. As they fire another high ball up towards the back line, and which was comfortably diffused there by Apindangoya. It's the substitute, Ndong. You're not seeing things. This is the scoreline here in Bata. It's going to be a throw-in for Gabon. Rui just allows the ball to dribble a little bit too far away from his feet. Ndong. Got Palin outside of him. Well, that was a wasted opportunity. 12 minutes remaining. Well, that was Javier Balboa's effort there. Look at that. An excellent through ball from Ivan Edu. Standout player. And the thumbs up, because it was just great vision. But a good call as well. It takes two to tango. Emilio Nsue tries to go up and collect the ball. Ivui. And Gabon launching an attack. They've got numbers up now on the edge of the penalty area. The cross comes in. It's a good header at the back there from Rui. And Ivan Edu just wants to clear the danger. You can just see there's 10 minutes remaining, and they're going to spray. Well, he was bundled off the ball, wasn't he, Ndong? And it's a foul against Guinea, Equatorial Guinea, and a dangerous situation. Waka and Aubameyang waiting to launch that free kick over. I think Aubameyang's going to take it, and he's going to try and pick out the boys at the back there. Oh, it goes straight in. Oh, there's a good opportunity. Why on earth didn't he nail that, Ivuna? It just whistled past him, and he couldn't get it on target. He'd been in the offside trap, and Ivuna and looks like he was in offside position. Just running too quickly past him. Goal kick. And they can take another breath of fresh air, relieve themselves from more danger. Oh, and Nsue was about to run for that, but it was too strong back to the goalkeeper's hands. Well, just so you know, Congo are 1-0 up against Burkina Faso and Ibibian, so they have 5 points as it stands. Equatorial Guinea have 5 points as it stands. But Congo will finish top because they got a better scoring record, I believe. Well, no, they've got 2 wins. No, they'll have 7 points, of course. What am I talking about? Because they've won 1 match, they've drawn 1, they'll have 7 points. Congo will go through as the group winners, and of course, Equatorial Guinea go through second. And it's au revoir for Gabon and Burkina Faso. But it's not over yet, there's still time left. Oh, the ball just kicked away just when Aubameyang was about to unleash some kind of a shot. And no, that's a great pass! What a wonderful pass, and it was only from the solid defending from Ikwele that the ball actually comes off the host's foot there. I think it was, yeah, it was indeed that man, Elon Douala. Another change. Obiang goes off, Lengua Lama comes on to replace him. And Lengua Lama, another forward, plays this football in Morocco for Difa El Jadidi. Scored a goal in 10 matches. Oh, Balboa just shrugs off and Don slips the easy ball to Even Edu. Oh, nice little flick. It's oh, Balboa doing well. Now he's enjoying this moment. Can they get forward? There's the cross going over the top, and Emilio and Sue can't latch onto that. It's unfortunate. The ball went out for a goal kick, but you can just sense the danger of this this attack now that Even Edu's come on. Probably more so than Kike Bula. Well, that's a free kick for Gabon. Just over 6 minutes remaining now. Time is running out for Gabon. Usual suspects standing on the dead ball position. Aubameyang and Bulatwaga. And it's a shot that goes in and it's not on target. Gabonese fans showing signs of frustration and distress. Looking calm, but they know that time is running out and they desperately need to try and find a way through this Equatorial Guinea defence. That was the shot, not good at all. Wagabulot nearly approaching 10 kilometres ran in the last 85 minutes. But Elong for Equatorial Guinea has also nearly ran 10 kilometres. In fact, he just reached the 10k mark. 10 kilometres, 75% humidity, 30 degrees. That's pretty good, isn't it? Even Edu. Picking up, oh, it's a good chance, and Balboa. Oh, and there's a shot, oh, it's a point-blank effort. There it is, it's number two. It's number two. Incredible. And it's the substitute, Even Edu. His shirt comes off, he joins the crowd. What an incredible scenario. He was there to follow up. It's just amazing. The scenes here are going, well, there's a fan who's run out onto the pitch. He's getting overexcited. There's more fans. The security needs to do something about this. They're spilling over the fences. They can't believe it. They just can't believe it. Esteban Becker is getting hugs from his teammates, from his players, and also from the fans down there in the dugout. So look at that again. The ball from Balboa, and Sue gets his shot in. Ovono stops it. But then Even Edu is there to just tidy it all up. Well, surely it's a done deal for the hosts. Great save from Ovono, but the second he didn't have a chance. And that was just, well, it wasn't the best strike in the world, but it was good enough. It should be enough. Unless Gabon produce something extraordinary, it should be enough. And I got thousands of fans either side of me just jumping up, waving their hands with delight. The fans are spilling down into the security zone just behind the main fence. There's a massive fence going right around the running track, so hopefully they'll be able to deal with that issue, because we don't want anybody to get in the way of what's been a very decent game of football. A tale of two halves. It's extraordinary. And the news is coming through that Congo are now at 1-1 with Burkina Faso. Now, what does that mean? That basically means that they've got 5 points, Congo, if it stands like that. Equatorial Guinea have got 5 points, but they've got more goals. So Equatorial Guinea, so they'll finish top of Group A. That's what it looks like at the moment. Anything can happen, I can tell you. But what an extraordinary situation here we have in Bata. It's been nothing less than sensational for the hosts in the second half. Emilio Nsue goes off. He's been running around like a headless chicken. He wants the fans to go crazy. Look, he's going mental there. Obama comes on to replace him. And there he is. He's a midfielder, of course, to come on and just thwart any kind of attack going forward. Plays for Leones Vegetarianos, who actually play the football in Malabo. 21 years of age. It's his first cap. As we see another cross coming into the centre of the penalty area, and they're on the attack again. Xavier Balboa, 1 against 1. Can he get the through ball going? Oh, he just can't pick out Ragombe. Obama. But they're still in possession. This substitute coming on down this right side, and that was a little bit too strong there for the sub. Now we've got heavy armed security and police coming in to make sure that everything's going to be... Well, they got riot shields as well, just to protect everybody and make sure that the players can get off, because these are all national heroes. It's a young team that Esteban Becker has compiled over the past 4 weeks. Goycochea, Andoni Goycochea was sacked back in December, the end of December, which basically left Equatorial Guinea with no coach. They picked up Esteban Becker, and now look what he's done. He's produced a winning formula so far, and they get themselves logically into the quarterfinals. But it's not a done deal. 5 minutes of extra time has been added, and that will suggest that Gabon will still try and get back into this game. I'm expecting the fans to spill onto the pitch afterwards, but hopefully that will not happen. We've just got to be a little bit careful. I mean, it's all high-octane enthusiasm. The fans are just enjoying this special moment. Of course, it's not Equatorial Guinea, another team known to win competition, especially this competition, the 3rd biggest football tournament in the world, behind the World Cup and the European Championships, of course. Massive window for all of these young football players to get spotted and picked up by giant clubs. And a lot of these youngsters play in 3rd division clubs in Spain, 4th division, some of them. So it's incredible. That danger was cleared. Ivan Edu, oh, he's up against it, isn't he? And that's a good bit of defensive play there to clamber back and help pinch the ball back by Gabon, and Don picks up in the midfield. Just slips the ball out wide to Palun. Palun again needs to get a crossing, marked by Isono, and that was good defensive play there from Isono, because he prevented Palun from getting a decent crossover into the hands of Ovono. 2-0 it stands, a penalty from Balboa after a mazy run by the Portuguese-based player. And Ivan Edu is down this right side, and Gabon are out of puff. But they haven't got anything left in the tank. They've tried their hardest to beat Felipe Ovono, and it's going to be a corner. And they're not in any rush to get themselves up into this Japanese half. Ivan Edu, well, he's put in a lot of work since he came on. There's his goal. Not the cleanest of strikes, but it doesn't matter, they all count. Randy Yanga first to go and celebrate with the 18-year-old. 2.5 minutes remaining. It's just insane here. Equatorial Guinea are on the verge of going through to the quarterfinals. And as it stands, they'll play at home if there's no change in Abidjan between Congo and Burkina Faso. It stands at 1-1. Burkina Faso go out, Gabon go out as it stands. Congo go through. That's even an extraordinary feat for Congo as well. Their last success was 1972, I think, Congo, so this is just remarkable. 72 or 74, it's for them to go through to the quarterfinals is remarkable in itself, but to go through with the Equatorial Guinea, I mean, it never ceases to amaze me, the surprises that we experience in the African Cup of Nations. And the 2015 edition is very much up there with the surprises that we've seen. A minute and a half to go. Virtually impossible for Gabon to get back into this match. Becker, the Argentinian, is just loving every single second of this added time. That 2-0, that second goal cushion has just changed the whole situation for, well, there's a free kick, surely. There it is. And Ndong knocks the Equatorial Guinea player down. We are only seconds away from one of the biggest wins in the history of Equatorial Guinea. I can tell you that. They're looking for another goal as well, but there's no one at the far post. Just remember, they managed to beat Gabon in 2003 in the competition, and that only one win in 10 matches. This is going to be their second in 11. But what an important win it is. This will send them through to the quarterfinals of the competition. Now that in itself is just incredible. This is history for the National Lightning. The sound that you can hear around the stadium is like thunder. The flashes are going off like lightning. This is exactly what it's all about. And the referee has reached the 5-minute mark. It's only a matter of seconds before he blows the final whistle and sends this whole stadium into an eruption of joy and celebration. And there it is, the fans are out of the dugout. Equatorial Guinea have qualified for the quarterfinals of the Africa Cup of Nations. The joy, the hard work in such a short amount of time. Who would have put their money on National Lightning going through? Incredible. The scenes here at the Estadio de Bata are out of this world. The noise level has reached, I don't know what kind of decibel level, but if I took my headset off, I wouldn't be able to hear myself or anybody around me. It's just an incredible situation. The fans are dancing, they're shouting, they're screaming, they're celebrating all of their heroes.